Listen, I need you to pause everything for just a few minutes because what I'm about to tell you is one of the fastest ways to change how the world and especially how women see you. I'm talking about a way to make a woman feel an instant magnetic pull towards you the very moment she notices you. And here's the best part. You don't have to change your face. You don't have to show off a fat wallet. And you don't need to panic about your hairline. Before we get into it, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and comment below. I genuinely want to know where you're watching from today. I read as many comments as I can because I love seeing where our community of men is growing. Now, here's the hard truth. Most men over 35 never get told your looks are only about half the game. The other half is pure brain wiring. We're talking about psychological shortcuts that are built deep into the human subconscious. Over my 12 years of helping men navigate health, confidence, and real-world social dynamics, I've seen one thing proven again and again. When you learn these shortcuts, women will swear you got more attractive overnight, even if nothing on your body actually changed. You've seen this before, haven't you? You see a normal-looking guy talking to a stunning woman. She's laughing. She's playing with her hair. She's leaning closer. Meanwhile, you're standing there with a better career and a cleaner outfit, thinking, what the hell does he have that I don't? It's not magic, it's signals. Today, I'm giving you the exact psychological triggers that flip that switch straight to on. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And how you carry yourself, how you present yourself to the world, is a reaction. It's a choice. And when you choose to embody these psychological triggers, you are choosing to be the man women naturally respond to. Not because you're pretending, but because you are finally showing up as the man you truly are. Number 1, the halo effect. The 5-second foundation. The human brain is naturally lazy. When it notices one high-value trait, it automatically assumes a dozen other good traits exist, too. That's called the halo effect. Here's the biology. When you stand with an open chest, a level chin, your cortisol, the stress hormone drops, and your presence expands. Here's the tweak. Walk into a room like you own the place. Shoulders back, spine long. Here's the result. Her brain instantly tags you as higher status, more capable, and more grounded. I've seen men in my private sessions have women guess they were 2 inches taller just because they fixed their posture. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you stand tall, your thoughts become taller. You feel more confident. You feel more capable. And that feeling radiates outward. People see it. Women feel it. And they respond to it. It's not about being arrogant. It's about being grounded. It's about taking up the space you deserve. Because you do deserve to take up space. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be noticed. And when you stand like you deserve those things, the world treats you like you deserve them. Number 2, the half-second eye contact rule. Most men either stare like they're hunting or they look away like they're guilty. Both scream low confidence. Here's the move. The moment you lock eyes, hold it for 1 Mississippi count, then give a tiny barely there nod or a half smirk, and then you be the one to look away first. Here's the psychology. This tells her subconscious, I see you. I'm not intimidated, but I'm also not desperate for your attention. It creates a mini cliffhanger in her mind instantly. Think about it. When someone holds your gaze just a moment longer than expected, it creates tension. Not bad tension. The kind of tension that makes you wonder. The kind that makes you curious. The kind that makes you want to know more. And curiosity, as we know, is the beginning of attraction. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future." When you hold eye contact, you are present. You are not anxious about what comes next. You are simply there, with her, in that moment. And that presence is what makes her feel seen. And feeling seen is one of the most powerful experiences a woman can have. It makes her feel valued. It makes her feel important. It makes her feel like she matters. And when a woman feels like she matters to you, she will want to matter more. Number 3, the slowest blink rate. This one sounds weird, but it's extremely powerful. Nervous, anxious prey blinks fast like a hummingbird. Here's the biology. High-value dominant mammals blink slower because they feel safe in their environment. Here's the practice. When you're listening to her, let your eyelids rise and fall just a little slower than normal. It reads as controlled and calm. And if you watch closely, you'll often see her pupils widen as she subconsciously relaxes into your steadiness. This is a subtle signal, but it's incredibly powerful. It communicates that you are not anxious, you are not nervous, you are not threatened, you are calm, you are steady, you are safe. And safety, as we know, is the foundation of attraction. A woman cannot feel attracted to a man she doesn't feel safe with. And when you blink slowly, you are signaling safety. You are signaling that you are in control of yourself. And that self-control is what makes her want to be around you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you blink slowly, you are exercising that power. You are not letting external events dictate your internal state. You are calm, you are grounded, and that groundedness is what draws her in." Number 4, the 10% deceleration. When a man is anxious, he rushes his words because he's afraid he'll be interrupted or he feels like time is running out. Here's the habit. Speak 10% slower than feels natural. Here's the impact. It gives your voice a deeper, richer quality. Biologically, a calm voice signals a regulated nervous system. Women have literally told me, "I don't know why, but when a man speaks slowly, I just trust him more." This is because speed is associated with anxiety. When you speak quickly, you sound nervous. You sound like you're trying to get your words out before someone stops you. You sound like you're not sure if what you're saying is worth hearing. But when you speak slowly, you sound confident. You sound like you know what you're saying. You sound like you believe in your own words. And that confidence is contagious. She will start to believe in your words too. She will start to trust you. And trust, as we know, is the foundation of attraction. A woman cannot be attracted to a man she doesn't trust. And when you speak slowly, you are signaling trustworthiness. You are signaling that you have nothing to hide. You are signaling that you are comfortable in your own skin. And that comfort is what makes her want to be close to you. Epictetus taught, "No great thing is created suddenly." And the calmness you create by speaking slowly is not created suddenly. It is created through practice, through intention, through the willingness to slow down and be present. And as you practice, it becomes natural. It becomes part of who you are. Number 5, killing the spotlight illusion. You might be obsessed with your grey hair or a few extra pounds. Here's the secret. Nobody is studying your flaws the way you are. Here's the shift. The second you stop adjusting yourself, stop tugging your shirt, stop hiding your head, and stop trying to correct your body, those flaws become almost invisible. Here's the reality. I had a 52-year-old patient who was terrified of his greys. The moment he stopped hiding them and started owning his look, the feedback shifted from old to distinguished. This is the power of acceptance. When you accept yourself, when you stop trying to hide your flaws, you become more attractive. Not because your flaws disappeared, but because your confidence grew. And confidence is the most attractive quality a man can have. It's not about being perfect. It's about being comfortable with who you are. It's about owning your imperfections. It's about saying, "This is me. Take it or leave it." And when you do that, women will take it. Because a man who is comfortable in his own skin is a man who is attractive. A man who is not afraid to be seen is a man who is magnetic. And a man who owns his flaws is a man who cannot be shaken. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Don't waste your time worrying about your flaws. Don't waste your energy trying to hide them. Instead, accept them, own them, and move forward with confidence. Number 6, the power of silence. Most men think they have to fill every gap in conversation. They think if there's a pause, it means the interaction is dying. So, they talk more, they explain more, they overshare, they start performing. And the problem is, the more you perform, the less power you have. Silence is not awkward when you're grounded. Silence is only awkward when you're nervous. Here's what confident men understand. Silence creates tension, and tension creates attraction. If you can sit in a pause without rushing to fill it, you communicate something very rare. You communicate emotional control. And emotional control is one of the most attractive traits a man can have, especially after 30. Try this. After you say something, stop. Don't add extra words. Don't soften it. Don't chase her reaction. Let her sit with it for a moment. You'll be shocked how often she leans in more, smiles, or starts talking faster to close the space. Silence is powerful. It gives her room to think. It gives her room to feel. It gives her room to want more. And when she wants more, she will come to you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you are comfortable with silence, your soul reflects that. You become calm. You become grounded. You become present. And that presence is what makes her want to be near you. Number 7, the "I'm not in a hurry" body language. A man who is in a rush feels needy, even if he doesn't mean to. When you move too fast, check your phone too often, or look around while she's talking, you signal one thing. You signal that you're not fully present. And women are extremely sensitive to presence. Presence is not just being there physically, it's being there mentally. Slow down your movements. When you take a sip of water, do it slowly. When you turn your head, do it smoothly. When you sit down, don't drop into the chair like you're collapsing. Lower yourself calmly like you have time. This makes you look higher status without saying a single word, because in the real world, the people with the most power are rarely the people who look rushed. Think about the most powerful men you know. Do they rush? Do they fidget? Do they check their phones constantly? No. They move slowly. They move deliberately. They move with intention. And that intention is what commands respect. When you slow down, you signal that you have time. You signal that you are not desperate. You signal that you are in control. And that control is what makes her want to be around you. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And how you react to the pace of life matters." When you slow down, you are reacting with intention. You are not letting the world rush you. You are not letting external events dictate your pace. You are in control. And that control is what makes you attractive. Number 8, the calm certainty tone. But the truth is, real confidence is quiet. Real confidence is calm. It's the tone of a man who doesn't need approval, and women feel this instantly. Here's what you do when you speak. Avoid ending your sentences like a question. Instead of saying, "Yeah, I've been into fitness lately," say, "Yeah, I've been into fitness lately." Instead of saying, "We should go sometime," say, "We should go sometime." Small difference changes everything because the first one sounds like you're asking for permission. The second one sounds like you're leading. When you speak with certainty, you communicate confidence. You communicate that you know what you want. You communicate that you are not afraid to take charge. And women are drawn to men who lead. They are drawn to men who are certain. They are drawn to men who know what they want and are not afraid to go after it. So, stop asking for permission. Stop seeking approval. Speak with certainty. Speak with conviction. Speak like a man who knows his worth. Because when you do, she will feel it, and she will respond to it. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future." When you speak with certainty, you are not anxiously dependent on her approval. You are present. You are confident. You are grounded. And that groundedness is what makes her want to be close to you. Number 9, the micro smile. A lot of men either smile too much, like they're trying to be liked, or they don't smile at all, like they're trying to look tough. Both are extremes. What works best is the micro smile, a small, controlled smile that comes and goes naturally. It signals warmth without weakness. It signals confidence without arrogance, and it makes you look emotionally safe, which is a huge part of attraction for women. A woman can find a man physically attractive, but if she doesn't feel safe in his energy, she will not lean in. The micro smile tells her, "I'm relaxed, I'm good, and I'm not trying to prove anything." This is the balance. You're not trying to be liked, but you're also not trying to be feared. You're just being, and being is enough. When you smile like this, you create a sense of ease. You create a sense of comfort. You create a sense of safety. And when a woman feels safe with you, she will open up to you. She will trust you. She will want to be around you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you can smile without needing a reason, you are exercising that power. You are not letting external events dictate your mood. You are choosing to be at peace. And that peace is what makes her want to be near you. Number 10, the space ownership effect. This one is massive, and most men never learn it. High-status men take up space naturally. Low-confidence men shrink. They pull their shoulders in. They cross their arms. They keep their elbows tight. They keep their feet close together. They fold inward. And even if they don't mean to, they look like they're apologizing for existing. Here's the change. Take up 10% more space. Not in a rude way. Not in an aggressive way. Just in a calm, natural way. Let your arms rest comfortably. Let your feet sit shoulder-width apart. Let your shoulders stay open. When you stand, stand like you belong there, because the subconscious mind reads this instantly. And her subconscious will often decide your value before you even speak. Think about it. When you walk into a room, people make judgments about you within seconds. Before you say a word, they have already decided whether you are confident, whether you are capable, whether you are someone worth paying attention to. And a lot of that judgment is based on how you carry yourself, how you stand, how you move, how you occupy space. When you take up space, you signal that you are comfortable with yourself. You signal that you are not afraid to be seen. You signal that you belong. And when you signal that you belong, people believe you. Epictetus taught, no great thing is created suddenly, and the confidence you build by taking up space is not created suddenly. It is built through practice, through intention, through the willingness to stand tall and be seen. And as you practice, it becomes natural. It becomes part of who you are. Now, I want you to understand something important. None of these triggers are about being fake. This isn't about acting. This isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. This is about removing the nervous habits that make you look smaller than you really are. It's about showing up as the strongest, calmest version of yourself. Because most men are not unattractive. They're just tense. They're just rushed. They're just performing. And the moment you stop performing, you start pulling. Let me give you one final truth that will change everything if you really hear it. Because when you stop needing to be chosen, you become the man who chooses his own path. And that quiet confidence is impossible to ignore. Stay grounded, stay genuine, and watch how differently the world begins to respond to you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you cultivate thoughts of confidence, calmness, and self-respect, your soul reflects that. And she will see it, she will feel it, and she will be drawn to it. Because in a world of men who are anxious and desperate, a man who is calm and grounded is a rare and precious thing. Be that man, build that presence, and watch how everything changes.